been a while. Um, Laziness, you know. I did record a video prior uh, to this video. I just didn't upload. I didn't edit or upload it because I'm being lazy and fuck YouTube. So that's pretty much where I've been. But I'm back with another video, and I'm here to speak about YouTube and its CEO and her comments. I believe her name is Susan Wols Wol Wolsiski. I don't. Susan Woj. I'm gonna call her that. All right. She got the Woj in her last name, so Susan Woj. And basically, what she was saying was that YouTube essentially is what I and others was saying YouTube is all about. They're not about small creators, which it was ironic in her comment. She made note that smaller creators are suffering with the changes that come with what YouTube is doing, but then she didn't necessarily offer a solution to this problem. She just acknowledged what the problem was. I thought that was ironic because one, that sounds like something a Democratic politician would do. They would acknowledge the problem, but not a solution. So there's that. But it just goes to show that she knows, and what many other small YouTubers on here have been saying, such as myself and others have been saying, is once again right. We've been saying this is an issue that the smaller channels do not get promoted. The smaller channels are purposely um, not, and people could say because of the numbers of this, that, and the third, but it's much more than that at this point. It's much more than just the numbers not being as big as a bigger channel. It's not the topics that smaller channels talk about. It's also the marketability, which goes with the numbers aspect of it. But again, the smaller channels tend to not necessarily have the, I guess, in their standards, when we put it that way, the in Susan Woj's standards, YouTube standards, uh, high marketability. Therefore, why give a fuck about them? Why give a fuck about making sure that they get ads on their videos, even if it's just one ad on their video and they get a couple cents for that ad placement being placed on their video? Who cares that they want to implement a plan where they are going to place ads back on smaller channels, but the creator um, is of those videos, or they're not going to receive any ad revenue from those ads being placed back on their videos, because fuck them. Again, I'll try to find the article and leave it in the description box below so you can check out all this stuff your damn self. But she acknowledged that within the changes that YouTube have made, smaller channels have suffered. And again, she did not offer a solution. She just acknowledged the problem. And I feel as though it's not because she has some grand plan and she was waiting to announce it at some later date. It's because she doesn't have a solution for that problem, because she doesn't want to solve the problem. She wants to continue to reward the bigger channels, which isn't wrong, but she wants YouTube to continue to be the way that it is. Um, and a part of that is to not reward smaller channels, but to silence the channels that they she and YouTube deems threatening, or fake news, or basement dwelling type of activity. Now, the conspiracy theorist, the I did that Alex Jones video, and a bunch of motherfuckers got super upset, downvoted that video, commented, but also made it one of my more higher viewed videos on this channel. So yeah, keep doing y'all thing. I love when y'all tune in because you're hating. So yeah, but those folks, and again, the conspiracy theories, the just people pushing out fake information, false information, as real, yeah, those channels are true indeed the basement dwellers. But again, slapping the sticker on it saying this is not true and this has been proven to be false would suffice rather than just taking those channels out. Especially when it's at least to me, that would solve all of the issues of what is real and not. Now people can say that, well, they slap stickers of this is not real on people who are actually saying things like uh, Lee Camp and Graham Elwood have they do a live stream or podcast called Government Secrets, and there've been a couple episodes where YouTube slapped. They did one about the JFK assassination, right? And YouTube basically slapped a sticker on, I believe it was Lee's channel when he posted those videos, pretty much trying to debunk what he was saying and gave the the historical wraparound of the JFK assassination. When we all know, I'm looking at a scroll that's on this roof right here, but when I say we all know, people who know the truth know exactly the truth behind all of that. So pretty much that. So I get there is complications there, but in regards to human beings knowing how to decipher the truth or not, I'm not for dumbing down America or dumbing down shit simply because there are a lot of morons out there. And sadly, it's because you do have a government, especially, that constantly lies, and then people are desperate for the truth. So they go to these other channels who are essentially using them as well, but are not, nobody is proving their lies like they're proving the lies of mainstream media. Therefore, or at least nobody, people are proving their lies, but it's the mainstream that's proving their lies. And it's like, it's the liars proving the other liars that they're lying. And it's like, well, how can I believe you? I go to them because they expose your lies. So, it's not all of the mainstream that exposes the lies of the crazies and stuff. It's people like myself. It's people like, it's other people as well, but we tend to not focus on those other channels because of how utterly ridiculous they are anyways. And we rather much talk about shit that actually matters, shit that's actually real, that's going on, such as this. So like I said, this shit's been going on. If anybody subscribes on here and you've been wondering what's up, where I'm at, this, that, and the third, even if you are a small YouTuber and you don't talk about the subjects that I talk about, there's a number of reasons why your channel's not as big. It could be the promotional aspect. It could be you have a lot of subscribers, but they ain't shit because they're not watching. But Susan Woj over here said that a lot of the newer channels, a lot of these smaller channels are simply just going to remain that. Unless I'm not saying that's for everyone. There are going to be examples of people who probably just started a YouTube channel in 2020 or 2021 and they've blown up. It's because you have a support system that actually is going to watch your videos and promote and all this other stuff, and you have a nice quality product that a lot of people are sharing and things. It does happen. I'm not saying it's impossible, but what I'm saying is the system in place is not meant for smaller channels or channels that go against the establishment to grow on YouTube. Simple as that. And they're going to continue cracking down on the anti-establishment channels, essentially. Whether that be anti-establishment channels that are actually saying the truth or anti-establishment channels that are saying bullshit lies. They're cracking down on those channels. And therefore, that's why you're going to see less of me. Literally because they're probably going to take videos down like this and take channels down. But it's because I'm on other platforms where I'm not being silenced and I am uploading material there. So my advice has been the same thing. Get in where you fit in. And yeah, I'm still be on here just to cause some ruckus if that's your thing. And you know, YouTube is still one of the leading. Let me not even just say one. It is the leading video platform for people to find this stuff. But again, um, good luck to you if you really think the old YouTube model is actually I'm just a normal human being that's making videos and I can grow making it. It really depends on the content, and it really depends on outside noise as well. The old YouTube model used to promote these smaller channels, they used to show love to them. It's not the old model anymore. They again, Susan in this interview says that you all are just going to be straight up ignored. You all are just numbers, and I say you all because I'm in that as well. But we're just numbers. If you create a channel on here, that's more people that's on the platform. That's more numbers they can show to investors to say, look at how many people are joining our platform on a daily, monthly, yearly basis. More investors means more money for them, means more people who would want to advertise with YouTube because of the amount of eyes that is on this platform, which means that they're going to continue to reward the channels that don't go against the quote unquote guidelines, even though that's BS, and everybody else who doesn't go in, even if the bigger channels that don't go against, because there's a bunch of smaller channels. I know a bunch of small YouTube creators who don't talk about any of the things I talk about. They're vlogging channels, they're workout channels, they're comedy channels. But they're small. And again, there's a number of reasons why those channels are small. But when you take into account Susan Wojcic's comments, it all makes sense. Not that I didn't know that before, or I didn't have that type of suspicion. Let me put it that way before. She just confirmed it. And again, this is the CEO of YouTube. This is not just some random Steve Wilkos looking in the face white woman. She is the Steve Wilkos in the face looking white woman who is the CEO of YouTube making these comments. So I just got to say that no surprise from me, but I say that a lot in these videos anyway. Like, comment, share, subscribe though still, and hit the links in the description box below. Again, if you want to see this comment or her comments for yourself from this interview, in the description box. Check out the other links as well. Peace.